Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Monday, April the 3rd, 2023 is where we at. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope that you and your family had a good weekend, that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, along with the first responders who every day are trying to save lives. And those also who make deliveries for us and pick up garbage for us, keep streets, sidewalks, parks clean, and provide important things like food and water and mail for us. And a special double blessing on the people that are out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover the teenagers and the children that are victims of child molestation, pedophilia, also kidnapping. The victims also that are of prostitution and child prostitution, of human trafficking and sex slavery, of pornography and child pornography. Double curses on all the perpetrators. Double curses on all those who profit from these things, and double curses on the perverts who create this heinous industry finally. Blessings upon the homeless. There are nearly 600,000 men, women, and mostly children living in the streets of the United States of America, and there are millions of people, and mostly children, living in the streets around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. The New York Knicks played the Washington Wizards yesterday, and the New York Knicks won that game yesterday. The score really wasn't indicative of what happened. The score was 118-109, but Washington was, piling up points at garbage time. But no Julius Randle, no RJ Barrett. Now, of course, Washington had no Kristaps Porzingis, no Kyle Kuzma, no Monte Morris. They were missing a number of important pieces. Also, I think they're shutting down their season. It looks like to me they're shutting down. But the guys that did play definitely were trying their best to win yesterday. And like I said, yesterday they didn't have Kristaps, Monte Morris, Kyle Kuzma, Bradley Beal. Everybody was out. Various issues. Kristaps was ill, apparently. I'd like him to come back this year because I'll tell you in a second. But the Knicks win yesterday caused them to clinch top 6 seed in the East. I had been declaring that earlier, and I think I was too soon on it because I didn't see any way Miami could do any more than tie the Knicks. But apparently because Miami won their sorry division, apparently because Miami won their sorry division, that's why if there was a tiebreaker, they would beat the Knicks. They were their division is they only won 41 games and they won the Southeast Division. Okay, the Knicks have won 46 games and we're third in the Atlantic Division. So the Knicks obviously now have clinched with 46 wins, a top 6 seed in the East. They can clinch a 5th seed depending on Brooklyn and Miami, but really depending on themselves. The Knicks control their own destiny. So if the Knicks win, like let's say they win 2 out of their next 3 games, which is entirely possible, with 48 wins, they'd clinch the 5th seed. They could clinch the 5th seed, though, with 47 wins. Okay, and let's talk about Miami for a second. So Miami has 41 wins. All right, they have 41 wins right now, and they're 41-37, so there are 4 games left. The possibility is Miami could win 45 games. So there's no way they can win the 5th seed. Okay, they have to beat Brooklyn to see if they can, outplay Brooklyn or have a better record than Brooklyn, see if they can get the 6th seed. So Miami, they play their next 4 games. Let's see. Their last 4 games of the season, they play at Detroit tomorrow. That's a win for them. They play at Philly on Thursday, and Philly still, I think, has something to play for, so that's a loss. They play at Washington on Friday. It's a back-to-back for them. At Philly, at Washington. Now, if Kristaps Porzingis comes back, maybe Washington has a shot, because Corey Kispert wants to win. He wants to play. He wants to get paid, all of that. So him and Denny Avdiva, they got a nice squad. They got a nice little young team, right? So maybe if Kristaps come back, maybe they could catch Miami in the second night of back-to-back. Then the final game that Miami has is Orlando is visiting them on Sunday, the 9th of April. And Orlando is a young team that wants to prove they're building on something for next year. So I expect actually Miami to go 3-1 on this trip. That would leave them 44-38. And so they got to hope that Brooklyn doesn't win 2 games, because Brooklyn has got 43 wins right now. So if Brooklyn wins 2 more games, Miami's in the 7th seed. It looks like to me Miami's going to be in the 7th seed. Okay. Now, Brooklyn right now, they have some very interesting games coming up. See, a lot of teams are playing for stuff right now. And this is an exciting part of the year too. So Minnesota is trying to battle for the play-in. Brooklyn is playing at home against Minnesota tomorrow night. Detroit is at Detroit. Brooklyn's at Detroit Wednesday. I ain't going to sleep on Detroit, but I don't think so. Brooklyn going to win that game. And then Brooklyn's going to have Orlando at home on Friday. And that's the last game of the season for them is at Philly. I'm expecting Brooklyn to probably go 3-1 here also. So Brooklyn will end up with 46 wins. Okay? So the Knicks do need one more win to secure the 5th seed. Okay? So they win 47 games, they'll probably secure the 6th seed. Now, the next game for the Knicks, they play, let's take a look. They play the Pacers at the Pacers on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Now, the Pacers have shut down Miles Turner. They've also shut down Tyrese Halliburton. But they still have enough firepower to beat the Knicks. They are playing the role of spoiler. I saw their news. Their coach is trying. Duarte is out. He's trying to motivate his team, telling them the Knicks are going to come to win. Y'all better come to win. So they're going to come out to play. But the Knicks are clearly right now the better team. Right now, it's playoff time. Right now, it's mindset for playoff time. So I am expecting the Knicks to come out hard against Indiana, because really they win that game, they pretty much lock up the 5th seed in the East. Okay, the Knicks have at this point with their schedule right now, they have Indiana twice, I believe. They got Indiana twice, and they have who else? This is only 3 games left. They got Indiana twice, and they got New Orleans on Friday. New Orleans is playing for something right now in the West. It is a dogfight in the play-in. Right now in the play-in, there's only 2.5 games separating the Lakers from Oklahoma City. That's between 7 and 10. The Lakers are only a half game, being in the 7th seed right now. They're only a half game. Them and the Pelicans are tied, and they're only a half game from the 5th seed. So they're definitely battling for something. And then the Lakers play the Clippers straight up this week. I forgot what day, but they play straight up. So I'm saying all that to say New Orleans has something to play for. Okay, so they're going to come to play in New Orleans against the Knicks Friday night. Okay, so I think the Knicks, I still give the Knicks a fighting chance to go 2-1 at the end of this 3 games and to close out the season with 48 wins. Congratulations, Tom Thibodeau. Congratulations, New York Knicks. Congratulations, Leon Rose and your front office, all the coaching staff, all of those that were in your corner all year that weren't yelling fire Tibbs, fire Leon, Leon ain't the Don. For all of those other people that weren't in that crowd, congratulations to you all as Knicks fans. The Knicks have had a tremendous season. They've done a tremendous job. Yesterday, in yesterday's game, even though, like I said, Washington was trying to win yesterday. They was trying to win, man. But the Knicks had 4 players yesterday over 20 points. And the last time they did that, they beat the Bucks in 2018 with the tank commander, Moutier, getting 20. Free Dot getting 20. Kevin Knox getting 20. And Tim Hardaway Jr., who I didn't even remember was still on that team, getting 20. So that was the last time they had 4 players get 20. So yesterday, Obi Toppin, 9 of 15 from the field. He played the whole fourth quarter. I think he played most of the second half. 21 points, 4 assists, 2 steals, a block. Obi played great, running the floor like a deer, like we know he can. Moving the basketball. The basketball moved very nicely yesterday. The Knicks ended up with 31 assists last night. Last night. Mitch Robb, of course, he plays 26 minutes, 11 boards, 4 in the offensive end, 1 block, 2 steals, plus 16 doing his thing. JB, 27 points, 11 to 20 from the field, 8 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 steals. Of course, he did have 5 turnovers. He was getting a little crazy out there a little bit, but quick, 8 of 18, not the greatest shooting, but 3 3-pointers, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 1 turnover, 22 points, and Q Dog, 27 points on 6 3-pointers, 5 assists. Let me tell you something about Q Dog. And I've been telling you, he's going to do this in the playoffs. That's all I need to say. That's a big thing right there. You're going to see him shoot like this in the playoffs and defend at a high level. We got something. We got something here. Okay. Hart was going to finish. Then he tweaked his ankle. Nothing serious. Played 26 minutes. But, he didn't. That allowed Obi, I think, to stay in the game in the fourth quarter. That made the decision easier for Tibbs. I have no idea. I mean, zero. Why Tibbs spent 7 minutes with Evan Fournier yesterday. I have no idea. I really don't. Maybe because he wanted 9 guys to play. Could have gave Sims those 7 minutes. But anyway, that's my only problem. Or just gave Deuce instead of him getting 9, let him get 16. But whatever. Okay? But that's my only problem yesterday. So basically, Deuce got 9 minutes. Fournier got 7. So I can't even count them in rotation minutes. But we went with 7 men yesterday. 7 guys. Okay, I kind of thought he was going to do that, though. Knowing Tibbs' history and knowing how he operates and how he flows, I thought he was going to go 8-man deep yesterday. So he went 7, really. That's what he did. And really, I mean, in this particular case, with Obi getting 33 minutes, okay. And RJ didn't play yesterday. RJ was sick. We didn't miss him. We didn't miss Julius. We didn't miss RJ. We was good, okay? So I'm hoping RJ is back for Wednesday. But if not, rest him and let him come back against New Orleans on Friday because that's going to be a big game. But Wednesday against Indiana, we could go with this crew right here and we'll be good. We can go with this crew right here. And I'm hoping, because TJ McConnell always comes to play against the Knicks. Y'all know from Philadelphia days. Oh, he's a Knick killer. We marked the Knick killers. From Philly, he's been the Knick killer. So I'm hoping Deuce McBride gets 15 to 20 minutes, at least 20 minutes. That'd be nice against Indiana. Then we can win that game, okay? Hartenstein, of course, hustler with Jay Hart coming off the bench. They formed the new Mob Deep, in my opinion. Again, talk about Obi Toppin. They're going to have to make a decision this summer, okay? The Knicks are going to have to make a decision. Obi has smoothly now transitioned into the starting lineup. Smooth. Okay? Now, you want to argue that Wednesday against Washington, okay? But he played against Cleveland very well, too. And that game really mattered for both teams. We're going to see what happens. But Obi should be getting this kind of minutes the rest of this season, which is 3 more games, plus the early playoffs. I don't expect Julius to be ready until the second game against Cleveland. The playoffs go like 2 in Cleveland, 2 in New York, then Cleveland, New York, Cleveland, right? So the first 2 in Cleveland, I'm not expecting Julius to be there. But let me tell you what, I think the Knicks could get a split in Cleveland. And that's what you want when you're on the road in the playoffs. You want a split in that first 2 games. So once the Knicks get that split, at that point, the Knicks have the home court advantage because now it's 1-1. And you have 5 games. It's a best of 5, and you have 2 of those 5. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 of those 5 in New York. Okay, so it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be off the chain. I'm already getting salivated. I'm talking about the playoffs. Yes, I am talking about the playoffs because they're gonna be playing the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's what's going on, and we match up very well against Cleveland. Cleveland's a great team. Let me tell you something, man. Cleveland has the second best defense in the NBA. They only allow like 107 points a game. Second, 109, something like that. Second best defense in the NBA. Okay, tight. Differential 5 a game. 5 points is the differential for them. Really good, really tight. But the Knicks match up well with them at every position and the bench. See, so we match up well with them. See, Donovan Mitchell has just as much problems guarding Brunson as Brunson has guarding Mitchell. Thing is, Brunson won't be guarding Mitchell. Brunson's going to be guarding Okoro. We match up well with them. We really do. Okay? Even when they get Jarrett Allen and Okoro back, which big pieces for them, we match up well with them. We match up well with Boston and Cleveland. We match up well with Philly. The only team, as I said, we have a matchup issue with is Milwaukee. Okay, and as y'all have correctly corrected me, if the Knicks beat Cleveland, the second round opponent is the Bucks. But let me tell you something. I have to agree. Bucks are the better team. But I give the Knicks a puncher's chance. I really do. Against the Bucks too. Okay. One thing for sure we know about this Tom Thibodeau coach team put together by the Dom. What we know is they fight every game. They're not giving up. They're not rolling over. We here and we here to fight. I'm very happy with that. So, next game against the Indiana Pacers in Indiana on Wednesday. Tonight is the NCAA championship. Congratulations to the UConn Huskies and to the San Diego State Aztecs. Is that their name? Man, Malachi Flynn's squad gets to, and Kemba Walker's squad gets to the finals. Congratulations. It's going to be a good game tonight. Enjoy it. Be safe out there. Enjoy your Monday. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Shalom.